Hello, Kirsten Morley here. Super excited for today, so let's get to it. So today is June 26th. Yay! What is this? All right. So today is gonna be an awesome day. Let's see. Today is the 26th. Yay! Welcome, welcome. Let's see. Hello. Thank you. Thank you. I'm in the middle of writing like another 40 something parts. We'll see how many we get because there's a lot. There's a lot to do. So how does this work remotely? So it's all done by intention. It's done the exact same way as it would normally be done. Like in person, but everything is by proxy. So I muscle test by proxy, and then also everything's pretty much the same. You just release for and on behalf of you. So what state are you from? I am in Utah. What state are you guys from? Louisiana. How exciting. Oregon. Georgia. Hello, Lulu. How are you? I'm excited for your session soon. 2 days. New Jersey. That's exciting. I've never been on the east side of the U.S. Arkansas. I think that's a lie. I've been to Florida, but like a couple times, but that's it. And I guess I've been at the airport at South Carolina, but that's it. Let's see. No, it's not. It's just a crystal. Good question. It's a very popular, it's like Fort something. I don't remember. It's been a couple years since I've been. Hi, Fort Lauderdale. Yes, thank you. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't remember it. And I've been to Tampa. So those two places in those areas, Fort Lauderdale and Tampa. That'd be cool. You're from Tampa Bay. How exciting. Thank you. It's just a shirt. All right, let's get started. Hi. If you'd like to enter to win, just click on the link in my bio and click on the button that says live TikTok session giveaway. And then I'm only doing new people today. So if you've already had a session, then we're just gonna go to the next person. So how's the weather? It's good. It's good. It was really hot today. And then it like rained a lot. It was pretty rainy. It's been really, really rainy the last couple of days. Like flood warning type of rain. there was a lot of flooding, which is crazy, but it was like in the 90s. Session, so we're doing emotion code, body code, and belief code. Entered, I see that. Yay! Just getting it now in Boston. Oh, yeah. I don't see it. If you click on my name and then the picture, it'll take you to my profile, and then click on the link in my profile. And then you'll be able to click on the button that says live TikTok session giveaway. Live TikTok session giveaway. I need to stop eating chia seeds before I come on here because I always have some in my teeth. Yes, I have like lash clusters. I see that you entered, yes. Woo woo. I don't know what that means. Good, good. Just living life with a baby and the family and all that fun stuff. So, yay. All right. So we're just gonna get started. Oops. We're gonna pick a person. Yay! That's exciting. I'm excited to do a session for you. Emily Nicholson. You read the emotion code book? Oh, I love that so much. Yay! I need it. Let's do it. Thank you. It's just a crystal I found online. I think it was like one from Instagram. I don't even know what company it was, but at first I was like, this totally looks fake. I mean, it still could be, but I like it a lot. Thank you. All right, so hello, welcome. So you are welcome to get on here as a guest if you want to. Don't feel like you have to. Oh, there we go. Hi.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me okay?
Perfect. Yes. Perfect. So what are we working on for you?
I am super stressed out because I'm moving. I'm really anxious.
No, that's the worst. I hate moving.
It is bad.
All right. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate the stress? 1 being the lowest and 10 being the most severe.
I'm probably like a 9.
A 9. Okay, pretty high. All right. Let's have a quick moment of silence and then we'll get to it. All right, can I act as proxy for you? Yes. So thank you for sharing, by the way. What is the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this stress? Maybe even out of 1, 3, 5. Conflict. When did this occur? 10, 20, 29, 18, 17, 16, age 16. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this stress? Maybe even out of 1, 3, 5. Terror. When did this occur? 10, 20, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, age 16. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this stress? Maybe even out of 1. Insecurity. When did this occur? Oh, yeah, when did this occur? 10, 20, 29, 18, 17, 16, age 16. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this stress? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Shock. When did this occur? 10, 20, age 20. Do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Are you recognizing any of the emotions?
A little bit at age 16.
Okay, that makes sense. All right, what's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this stress? Maybe even out of 135. Unsupported. When did this occur? Before the age of 10, 20, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, age 15. Do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this stress? Maybe even 3. Confusion. When did this occur? Age 10, 20, age 20. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this stress? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Unworthy. When did this occur? Age of 10, 20, 30, 28, 7, 6, 5, 4, age 24. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this stress? Can I even add one? Betrayal. When did this occur? Age 10, 20, age 20. Do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that.
That's kind of crazy. 20 was my first like big breakup.
Oh, really? So shock, confusion, and betrayal. That makes sense. Was it really hard on
It
you?
does. It was. Yeah, we had known each other since we were like 12.
Oh my gosh, that makes sense. Okay. What's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this stress? So go ahead and stand up, walk around, take 10 steps, move your shoulders around, move your neck around. Give me a little shimmy, a little bit of twerking. Get it. And then take a really big deep breath. Kind of sit with it for a second. Awesome. How do you feel?
I feel a little bit better. Still really stressed, but a little bit
That's
of like
okay.
weight lifted off.
Good, good. As long as that, some people, it's so fascinating that some people feel like every single emotion being released, and then other
Mhm.
people, it's like they don't feel it for like a couple days, which is totally fine. But that's actually how my husband is. Almost every single time I do a session for him, he's like, "Yeah, I don't feel anything," but and then after like a day and a half, he's like, "Oh my gosh, I feel so good today." I'm like, I wonder why. So, but yeah, let it kind of simmer and set in for a little bit, and it'll be interesting to see what happens over the next couple of days. So, what
Thank
number
you.
would you say it is?
It's probably like a 6 or 7.
6 or 7. That's still pretty good. That's still
Yeah,
pretty
it's pretty
good. So, like
tolerable.
from a 9 to a 6.5 ish, heavy on the ish. So, super cool. Okay, any questions?
So I've seen you do like the heart wall stuff. How do you, so sometimes I feel like I don't know what emotion I need to release.
Yeah.
And so you know,
So
like can you test to see what emotion needs to be released?
So with the heart wall, I can, but with the heart wall, it typically takes like 3 to 5 sessions to release the entire heart wall completely.
Mm-hmm.
So I would recommend either learning how to do it for yourself by reading the emotion code book. It'll teach you all of the basics. It'll teach you how to muscle test and figure out what emotions to release. Um, or you can just schedule some sessions with me and I can release it for you. Honestly, it's totally up to you. Um, but as far as the heart wall, let's see. I'm just going to have a little fun with this. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay, so how thick is the heart wall? Inches, feet, yards. So it's in miles. How many miles is it? Minus 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 4.987, 6, 5, 4. So excuse me, 4.75, or sorry, 4.74 miles, which is not too bad. My average heart wall that I get on a regular basis with clients is anywhere from like 5 to 7-ish miles, give or take. And then my thickest heart wall was about 47 miles. So this is
Gosh, that's
definitely not too
crazy.
bad. Yeah, it was a lot. So, and I think the longest it took for somebody to release their heart wall with me was literally like 8 sessions. But again, that's like a very, very, like that's a lot. It was a lot. She's been through a lot. So, anyways, so with the heart wall, so I'll release like one emotion. What's the biggest emotion we can release now that's from the heart wall? Fear. When did this 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 6, age 6? 3 need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Awesome. Okay. Are you okay if I put this on my YouTube channel?
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. Awesome. It was a pleasure working with you.
Thank you. It was awesome working with you.
Yes. Okay. Have a good night.
You too. Bye bye.
Bye. Oh, oh. Do you have sessions just on heart walls? Yes, yes. So, just being straight up with you, it, like I said before, it typically takes anywhere from 3 to 5 sessions to release the heart wall completely, unless you're working on it like yourself first, and then you come to me and you're like, hey, can you just make sure that this is all good? Perfect. Maybe like one-ish session. But then that's like the first thing that I go after. And sometimes when we release the heart wall, we'll release anywhere from 12 to 30 emotions within the 30 minutes that we do the session. And yeah, it's awesome. I 10 out of 10 recommend releasing it as much as possible. So go to book option. Let's see. To book is the $35 option to get it done on live. No, it is specifically for a one-on-one phone call with me. And obviously it'll give you like the time that you can schedule it. And then if you technically want to like jump the line, because I'm doing all of these sessions for free and then I just pick at random. But if you want to be like, hey, I want to pay for a session, a mini session, then you can. So, or if you want to pay for a full session, that's cool too. So it's up to you. It's up to you. So, all right. There it is. Okay. What is it? It's the emotion code. It's just an energy healing technique that helps you to identify and literally release negative trapped emotional energies from negative past events. So these trapped emotions are basically it's just energy, like balls of energy. So the heart wall. So when you go, so let me finish explaining the emotion code. So when you go through like emotional times in your life, to do it on here tonight would be 39. Yes. So if you wanted to, sorry, I got distracted. So emotion code, when you go through trauma or abuse or like anything, then your organs create these emotions like balls of energy. And sometimes if your body is not able to process it properly, then it can get stuck inside of your body and like distort tissues and all of that. So when you go through all of that, then with the heart wall, your body basically scoops up those emotions and places layers over your heart, creating this wall. So typically I like to say if you have any of these 10 symptoms, then you probably have a heart wall. And anxiety, depression, PTSD, low energy, fatigue, major health issues, foggy mission in life, relationship issues. So this is like giving and receiving love, and then abundance and wealth issues. If you have any of these 10 symptoms, then probably have a heart wall. And I want to say Dr. Bradley Nelson says that 93% of people have a heart wall. So I think it's higher than that, personally speaking, but I really think that yeah. So once you release the heart wall, those 10 typical symptoms either go away completely or they become a lot more manageable. So, but I also feel like it's like a 10 birds with one stone kind of a thing when you release the heart wall, because I'm actually reading Dr. Joe Dispenza's book, and he talks a lot about how the heart is like the center, the core, or like a second brain to your entire body. And it's like if you have a lot of extra stress on your heart, then it's depleting your energy all the time. So I wasn't able to do myself. Let's see. And I can't figure how to use hands, but I have done it with crystals on family. Are you talking like muscle testing? So, anyways, but yeah, so like it's so fascinating, like his take on it, because he's more into like the meditation and like connecting to connecting to like source, divine, the universe, God, whatever you want to call it. And the one thing that I found so fascinating is that he says you need to, what was it called? Submit, or like let go and like submit yourself to the universe, and or like submit to yourself. That doesn't even make sense, but I found it so fascinating that he was saying that, because that's basically all we're doing, is it's like releasing, allowing your body to release all of this stuff. So love him. I know I am in the middle of his book. It's taken me a long time to read it just because I've been super busy. But Angela Bailey, welcome. Thank you for sharing the live. Yes, and code. That makes sense. Do. Angela Bailey. What do I do? All you have to do is just sit there. You are more than welcome to be on live with me if you'd like to. Don't feel like you have to, but it is an option, because I know people love watching. Yay! Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome.
I was so nervous.
Don't be nervous. I don't bite hard, I promise, okay? Just kidding. All right, so let's see. Angela. So, what are we working on?
I don't know. So, I'm just in general, like I've been through a lot of stuff, and we were talking about like not healing from it. Sorry, that's my dog. I'm going in your room, Isabel. I haven't literally healed from anything, and I hold on to my emotions, and I've tried everything to not be like that. So I was scrolling and I seen you. Sorry, I'm getting emotional. I seen your thing, so I figured I'd give it a try.
Yeah, let's do it. Oh my gosh, let's do it. So when you say you feel how do I ask this? What do you feel like is more prevalent or a bigger priority? Is it like the emotional side, or is it the mental side? Do you have like physical ailments that you deal with?
The mental.
Mental.
Yeah, I
Is it like
struggle.
anxiety, depression?
Yeah.
Which
All
one,
of the
if you
above.
could pick one? Sorry, go
Depression.
ahead.
Depression.
Depression. Okay.
Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate the depression?
10.
10.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Is this something that you've had for a long time, or is it?
Yeah. I was recently diagnosed with it when I seen a therapist. I pretty much just try to keep it to myself. I don't want people to like to judge me and stuff for the stuff that I go through.
Well, I hope you know you're not alone. There's a lot of people that deal with that. not only trying to hold it in and not be a burden to other people, but also just depression in general. It's almost like people like I feel like a lot of people pleasers have a tendency to like keep to themselves because because sometimes it's just easier to try to deal with it on your own than burden other people
Right.
because you know how much of a burden other people's emotions can be for you.
Yeah.
So so I actually have a challenge for you
Okay.
before we continue. Um, is I want you to be, and this is going to sound so hard. It's easier said than done, but I need you
Okay.
to be as selfish as you possibly can. And what I mean by that is I need you to take care of yourself, whether you do it yourself or not, whether you involve people in your healing or not. I need you to stop taking on other people's emotional shit,
Oh,
physical
that's
shit,
hard.
all of it. I know it's easier said than done, and it's
Uh,
taken a lot of practice for me. But that it, that is probably one of the best things that you can do for yourself from this point on is stop taking on other people. So if somebody comes to you and says, "Hey, can I borrow $10?" or can I tell you about
yeah, I'm
like
the
this?
mom, so like I have 5 kids and my man has 4, so we have 9 total. So I'm like the one who deals with literally everything in the middle of the night. I'm the last one to go to bed at night, first one in the morning, up with the baby. I'm so overwhelmed, and
I
it's
get
so
it.
stressful. It's so stressful. I love them to death. I do. It's a lot.
So, how can you, with that, so knowing that because I have kids myself and my husband came from 10 kids, I came from 7. So, I know what it's like to have big families and there's so much chaos. So, what is something that you can do for yourself in those small amount of time? Or are you able to schedule like, hey, I need to go get my hair done. Hey, I need to go get my
No.
nails done. Hey,
I literally live at home. Like I haven't had an actual break from the kids in a very long time.
so can you be selfish?
I wash my
Um,
face, like that's my me time. I try to lock my bedroom door and go wash my face in the morning and the night, and I claim that as me time.
I love that. I love that. So, how can we get you a bigger amount of time?
Tell my
Because,
boyfriend to help me out.
okay, so then how about this? How about you put something on your schedule and say, hey, this is going to be me time. And even if it's just you scrolling TikTok, I don't give a crap. It doesn't matter. If it's just you just sitting or being outside or just going to get your nails done or going to the store by yourself and just sitting in the parking lot, literally anything. Is there any time that you can give yourself?
To the store, I try my best to go to the store alone, but with that many kids, you always have them begging to go. And then when I say no, mommy needs me time, they cry, and then I feel bad and feel like a bad mom because I told them no, so then they go.
I get
It's a
that.
draining process.
I get that. I get that. So
I try my
maybe
best, I do.
no judgment, no judgment, because
Oh
I
no,
get
I
it. I
try my
get it.
best to get alone time. It's very hard.
Yeah, no, I totally get it. So maybe you could do it in such a way where it's like you just kind of sneak out, make sure your boyfriend knows, like, hey, I'm leaving, I love you, and send all
I'll
the
be
love
back
to your
later.
kids, but I'm out of here
No,
because
yeah,
this is for me, because you get the idea.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
anyways, okay, can you try and do that?
Oh yeah, yeah. I need to.
Perfect, perfect. Okay, let's do a session. We'll do
Okay,
depression. We'll get to it, okay?
okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, can I get this proxy for you? Yes, what's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this depression? Right, even out of 1, 3, 5. Fear. When did this occur? 10, 20, 29, 18, 17, age 17. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release now that is causing this depression? Maybe even 1, 3, 5. Creative insecurity. When did this 10, 20, age 20? We need to know more. Okay. Do you have a creative outlet that you feel like you gave up after becoming a mom?
Um, I wouldn't say necessarily a creative outlet. I was a completely different person, and I know people change when they have kids, but like it was complete opposite of who I was. Like fun, outgoing, optimistic, and then I had kids, and like my whole world just flips upside down. And I had my son. I got pregnant when I was 17. So when you said 17 and the fear, yeah.
That makes so much sense.
And
That
then
really
20,
makes sense.
I had my daughter, and that's my first abusive relationship.
That makes actually a lot of sense because abusive relationships damper your creativity a lot.
Yeah.
Like a lot. Okay.
Um. Whew, sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good. We're good. We are all making space for you because this is some awesome healing. So all right, what's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this depression? Can I even have one? Betrayal. When did this 10, 20, 20, 19, age 19? You need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? It's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this depression. 3, self-abuse. When did this occur? 10, 20, 30, 28, 7, 6, 5, 4, age 24. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this depression? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Unworthy. When did this occur? 10, 20, 29, 18, 17, 16, 15, age 15. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this depression? Right, even 2, 4. Guilt. When did this 10, 20, 30, 28, 7, 6, 5, 4, age 24? We need to know more. Okay, go ahead and release that. Big breaths. Big breaths.
It's that every age that you have mentioned, like a significant thing has happened.
Woo! That's good. That's good. I'm so glad that we're releasing all of this for you. Woo. Okay, what's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this depression? Maybe 2, 4. Panic. When did this 10, 20, 30, 28, 7, age 27? We need to know more. Okay. Did we correct that? Yes. What's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this depression? You may even add one. Betrayal. When did this 10, 20, age 20? We need to know more. Okay. Let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release that's causing this depression? Maybe even 2. Failure. When did this 10, 20, age 20? You gotta stop holding your breath. Keep breathing.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. I just felt it. I could feel it. It's like you're trying to like hold it in, but I need you to kind of just breathe through it.
Okay.
Kind of like, so I'm kind of weird. I like to visualize like inhaling and like positive energy going up into my brain and like my brain going to my heart and then my heart pumping that blood, that positive blood all up into my everywhere your blood goes, that's where the positivity is going to go. And you're going to breathe in that positive energy and then exhale. And then I like to imagine that either it's being neutralized as soon as it hits the air, or you can imagine that God or the universe, the divine, is taking care of it. So, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Release this failure at age 20. Do you care for that? Do you have enough? Okay, go ahead and take a really big deep breath. Stand up, walk around, take 10 steps, move your shoulders around, move your neck around. Give me a little shimmy, a little bit of twerking. Get it, get it. Big deep breath, big belly breath. Woo, that was a lot. How do you feel?
Honestly, I feel better. I don't talk about the stuff, so I think hearing it be acknowledged without having to give people details, that that's me. Like I said, I'm afraid of the judgment, and I know there's people out there. Yeah. So it's
Honestly,
nice to
yep. I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. That is the number one reason why I love the emotion code so much because you don't have to relive it, you don't have to rehash it, you don't have to talk about it because sometimes there are no words for how you feel. There's no emotions that you can talk about, that you can express, that actually um, give actual meaning to how
Right.
you feel. So having the ability to identify it, connect it with an emotion and age, and then just releasing it, it's amazing. So,
I appreciate the 24 age than 27. I needed. I got
yay.
married to the wrong person.
Yeah.
And he put me through absolute hell. So that to have that acknowledged, that's something that I've been holding on to, and I've been trying to work past it and get over what he did because it's not helping me any. But it's hard. So
Yep. Yep.
I
No, I know
appreciate it.
exactly what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. Yay. Oh my gosh. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate the depression then?
How my mind was before, it's probably like a 4 right now. I feel kind of happy, which is like that's a big deal for me because like people call me negative Nancy because I'm always down, and so it's very rare that you see me happy or smile unless my kids are involved.
Yeah. No, I get
So
that.
I'm feeling better. Wow, that's
Yeah.
awesome. Okay, I'm probably most likely going to schedule one-on-one sessions with you if that's okay.
Yes, I'm excited to work with you. That's awesome. So, literally going from a 10 to a 4 in like what, 10 minutes, if that.
I feel calmer,
Yay!
like more
I'm
like
so happy for you. That's
relaxed. So
awesome.
thank you so much. You don't
You're
understand how
so
much that meant to
welcome.
me.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I said you have no idea how much that meant for me to for you to do that. So thank you.
Actually, I do a little bit because I went
Oh.
through I went through some pretty severe stuff with some postpartum things that I was dealing with, and they say that like kids change you, like having your own kids change you.
Mhm.
It's an understatement.
Oh yeah.
So going from like I'll tell you a little bit about like my experience. I literally felt like the only thing that I could do was like numb out to Netflix. And if like my kids interrupted my show, it was like, oh, come on. Like,
That's how I am right now. That's why I'm trying to get through this because it's not fair to them. They didn't do anything to me. And I apologize
yeah,
to them. And I'm like, listen, I'm sorry mommy snapped at you, or I'm sorry mommy just I told them I zone out. Like when it gets too much, my brain just it goes off. Like I'll just zone out of the TV, not really watching the TV, just and they'll have conversations with me and I can't focus on them. So I'm like, wait until mommy stops out of it and then we'll talk. I gotta
yeah.
whew, thank you.
Yes, of course. No, so and then the one thing I do recommend for you is releasing your heart wall because that
Oh
was
yeah.
like the biggest thing for me is I went from like numbing out to Netflix to oh my gosh, I see you. Like I see like you as a child rather than you as not that I would say that my kids were a burden, but like mentally how much it was
Yeah.
harming me.
Yeah.
Like day after day taking care of them, like your body's not your own, like so much of that. So like releasing my heart will was the best thing for me. And I had a better connection with my kids, with my husband, with friends, family, and then also it took care of like the biggest chunks of anxiety and depression. And I also didn't realize how much anxiety I had until I released my heart wall. Like it was the most insane thing. So,
Well, I
anyways,
can't wait to release my heart wall with you because I know it's thick.
yeah, for sure. Awesome. Am I okay to put this on my YouTube channel?
Of course.
Okay. Thank you so much for
Thank
being on
you.
here.
Thank you for
Thank you.
having me.
Yep. Have a good one. Bye.
You too. Bye.
Oh my gosh, that was a beautiful. Yay. I love it. All right. So let's see. Sorry, just writing this down. Let's see. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for being patient in the comments. If you'd like to enter to win, just click on the link in my bio and click on the button that says live TikTok session giveaway, and you'll be able to go enter to win. So let's see. Let's plug that in. It's getting hot in here. It rained here in Utah, and it's way more humid than I'm used to. It's usually super, super dry. So, all right. Okay, so let's go ahead and pick a new person. And then just so you know, you guys only need to enter once per live. Once per live. I have to delete all the duplicates. So, let's see. Okay, I put my name in. Yes. You're Mormon. I used to be. Oh, whoops, I adjusted this person. Ooh, we're gonna turn that off. That's annoying. Yay. Yeah, I used to be Mormon. That's a whole nother story. Jill Price. Jill Price. Got that from you. Yeah, probably because I'm from Utah. Born and raised. Left about actually 2 years ago. Just barely 2 years ago. Jill Price. It was the best thing my husband and I ever did. The best thing we ever did. Jill, are you here? Sometimes people enter to win and then they leave. And then you came into the emotion code stuff? No, I actually got into the emotion code. I got certified in 2018. I think I found it 2017. And well, technically I had a session done for my baby. Actually, it was before that. 2016, I was introduced to it. And then 2017, I got it done for myself. And then 2018, I got certified. And then I got body code certified and then belief code certified, which is amazing. Amazing. All right. Going once, going twice. Because of me. Oh, that's awesome. I love that. It was honestly the best thing I ever did. The best thing I ever did. Welcome. Let's see. Kimberly Evans. Kimberly Evans. I think I saw you on here earlier. Hi, welcome. I like new people. here. Watching your lives, and also you are so nice. Thank you. I use the filter and I appreciate that. All right, you are. Oh, it doesn't say that you can get on live with me. That's okay. Let's do a session. All right. I was trying to book which one do you have to select to get the heart wall removed? Good question. So with new people, if you've never had a session with me before, then I prefer that you do the introductory session. And during the introductory session, it's more of like me asking you some questions, kind of getting to know you a little bit, doing a mini session, and then going over prices and packages beyond that point. Obviously, booking the introductory session is not a commitment to other sessions. So it's more of like, just try it out, see how you like it, process for a couple days, and then if you want to continue, awesome. And if not, then that's totally okay. So I hate pushing people when it comes to healing, because I've tried to force healing for myself and it does not work. It doesn't work. So with that being said, the introductory session is the first thing you need to do, and then I'll go over what I typically recommend. Most of the time, all of like the sessions and stuff, it's more of like an estimate as to how many you might need based on, you know, some of the stuff that you've been through, a lot of symptoms you have. Sometimes if you have a lot of symptoms to deal with, like physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, all of those, then it typically takes a lot more sessions. I do have to say that there are some people who are like, oh, I just need like 1 or 2 sessions and I'm good. And then there's other people who are needing like more like 6, 12, 24 sessions. It just depends on the person. I have a hair in my mouth. I'm so sorry. So you're telling me you unblock people emotions by interlocking your fingers. That's called muscle testing. There's a lot of different forms of muscle testing. So this is called the ring and ring method. You can also do the sway test, and then you can also use a pendulum. The ring and ring method is technically my personal favorite. I also do the hand solo method. There's a lot of different ways to muscle test. So awesome. So Kimberly, what are we working on for you? Do you go by Kim or Kimberly? Kimberly is 38. And then what issue are you wanting to work? Kim. Okay, we'll go with Kim. What issue did you want to work on? We can do depression. Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate the depression? 1 being the lowest and then 10 being the most severe. What's your website or email? So you can go to lightenedhealing.com, LIGHTENED, healing, HEALING.com. Or you can email me at Kirsten at lightenedhealing.com. Either one. LIGHTENED. So like I've been lightened. Oh, a 7. There we go. All right. Let's get to it. So a quick moment of silence. We'll see what we can release for you, Kim. Connect this proxy for you. Yes. All right. So what is the biggest emotion we can release now that is causing this depression? Maybe even 5. Conflict. When did this occur? 10, 20, 20, 19, 18, 17, age 17. We need to know more. Okay. Let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this conflict? Or causing this depression? 3. Crying. When did this 10, 20, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, age 16? We need to know more. Okay. Let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this depression? Maybe even 5. conflict again. When did this 10, 20, age 20? Do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Are you recognizing any of these emotions so far, Kim? Do we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this depression? Can I even 3? Another crying. When did this occur? 10, 20, 30, 28, 7, 6, 5, 4, age 24. Do we need to know more? Yes, every one of them. I love that. Release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this depression? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Unworthy. When did this 10, 20, age 20? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct? That was a big one. What's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this depression? You may even 1. Forlorn. When did this 10, 20, age 20? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this depression? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Shame. When did this 10, 20, 30, age 30? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this depression? Right, even 2. Anxiety. When did this 10, 20, age 20? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? Yay, Alyssa scheduled the session. What's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this depression? Maybe even 4. Anger. When did this occur? 10, 20, age 20. We need to know more. It sounds like 20 was a rough year. Does that resonate with you at all? Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this depression? Maybe even 2. Failure. When? Very much so. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Yes, that's awesome. When did this occur? 10, 20, age 20. Do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this depression? Maybe even 2. Failure. When did this 10, 20, 30, 7, 6, 5, 4, age 34? Do we need to know more? This one's a little bit more recent. Let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release now? All right, go ahead and stand up, walk around, take 10 steps, move your shoulders around, move your neck around, give me a little shimmy, a little bit of twerking. Get it, get it, get it, get it. And then on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest and 10 being the most severe, how do you rate that depression? I'm really excited to see what this is because you recognized all of them, which is not very common, actually. Can instantly tell a huge difference, feeling so much lighter. Yay! I love that. All right, go ahead and a 3. Woo! From a 7 to a 3. That's like more than half. Woo, woo. Get it? Amazing. I'm excited to work with you some more if you choose to do that, but it'd be fun to see what else we can release because that was a lot of heavy emotions. So yay, thank you so much for your energy. I'm definitely going to book with you. Yes, I'm excited to do that. So yay. Okay, let's do another session. I probably do 2 more. We'll see. Yay. Welcome, Erica. How the heck are you? All right. Let's see. Let's Let's do this. Okay. Another person. Sorry, I forgot to take somebody off. Melissa Doss. Have I done a session for you before? There's a lot of Melissas that I've done before. Sorry, it's kind of hot in here. I'm here. Woo woo. All right. Let's get on. If you're welcome to get on live if you want. If not, that's totally okay. We would love to have you on. Let's see. Melissa. Mel made that. Hi. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Hi.
This-
Welcome.
Thank you. I saw you months ago, and then I haven't been on, and randomly tonight, I was scrolling, and there you were, and I stuck around. It's kind of odd.
That's okay. That's okay. I actually, I haven't been on since, obviously I've been on the last week or so, 2 weeks, but before that, I actually had a baby, so I'm like, I haven't been on for,
Congratulations.
thank you. So, but I haven't been on since like March, so like
Oh,
3
wow.
months.
Oh, wow. That's great timing on my part then.
Exactly, right? Awesome. So do you go by Mel or Melissa?
Either one's fine.
Okay. So what are we working on for you?
So I would say the biggest right now is depression or anxiety, but probably the depression if I had to pick one.
Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate that? 1 being the
Woo.
lowest and 10 being the most severe.
It's probably about a 9 right now.
A 9. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's a lot. That's really high. Okay. Is this depression something that you've been dealing with for a while, or is it more of just a recent thing?
No, it's been a while, years.
Okay. Okay. We'll have a quick moment of silence. We'll just release as much as we can. So. All right, connect this proxy for you. Yes. Are you open for healing? Yes. Okay. So what is the biggest emotion we can release now that is causing this depression? Maybe even 1, 3, 5. Terror. When did this occur? 10, 20, 29, 18, 17, age 17. We need to know more. Okay. Let's go ahead and release that. Can we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release now that has to do with this depression? You may even 1. Forlorn. So forlorn is like feeling lost, forsaken, and forgotten. So when did this occur? Page 10, 20, age 20. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this depression? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Shock. When did this occur? Page 10, 20, 30, 28, 7, 6, 5, 4, age 24. That one is really interesting. Do you recognize that one?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I was kind of shocked that you said I'm shocked that you said shock.
Right?
But
Right?
yeah.
Interesting.
That's a great word. Yeah.
It is, yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. That is so interesting. Sometimes I just like, I can kind of like sense it, but this one it was just like I could sense it. Like, whoo. Anyways, sorry, moving on. What's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this depression? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Shock again. When did this occur? The age of 10, 20, 29, 18, age 18. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Do we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release now that has to do with this depression? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Another shock. When did this occur? 10, 20, 30, 28, 7, 6, age 26. Do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release and that's causing this depression? Maybe even 3. Grief. When did this 10, 20, 30, 28, 7, 6, 5, 4, age 24? I would assume that the age 24, the shock and grief, do they have a lot to do with each other?
So, in a sense, yeah. Not in a typical grief way, I would say,
Okay.
but mourning the loss of something, not someone, more likely. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay. I was gonna say I don't feel like you lost anybody, but it's definitely like something, like you said, losing something rather than someone, right?
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Whew. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this depression? Right, even 1, 3. Crying. When did this occur? 10, 20, age 20. We need to know more. Okay. Let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this depression? Maybe even 1, 3. Defensiveness. When did this 10, 20, 30, 27, age 27? You need to know more. Do you recognize that one too?
I recognize the word. I'm trying to remember the age.
Okay, I was gonna say sometimes the
Yeah.
age makes sense and sometimes it doesn't, but
Yeah.
interesting. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we release that? Yes. All right, do you have another? All right, go ahead and you know the drill. Stand up, walk around, take 10 steps. Move your shoulders around, move your neck around. Give me a little shimmy, a little bit of twerking. Get it, get it, get it, get it. Take a really big breath.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to rate because, like, I definitely feel lighter in my headspace, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
It's really weird. Like I said, I haven't watched your lives that often, but my stomach just feels really odd. Is that normal? Maybe
Yes.
that's anxiety kicking in. I don't know.
Yes. No, that
Um,
type of stuff can be very normal.
yeah.
Sometimes it's like that feeling of like um sometimes I feel like depression can be like more of like a heaviness or like it can cause you to create a lot of stuckness within you.
Mhm.
And so when you're releasing a lot of that, sometimes those emotions can be stuck in your gut, it could be stuck in
Yeah.
your head, in your neck, in your chest. And so I'm not surprised by it, but at the same time, like it could just be like your stomach like resetting because there
Yeah.
there was stuff in there that was
Gotcha.
causing a lot of
Yeah.
the emotions.
I'm
So
definitely gonna have to go back and try to think about just to give you a little piece of it. I was in a very emotionally abusive marriage for a long time. So my memory has gotten, it's hard to remember what happened when. So
Right.
all of the emotions, the shock, there were just crazy things that happened during the course of my marriage. And so that none of the words that you said surprised me at all. I would really have to go back and see what happened when to match it up. But I'm sure it's I'm sure it's correct because
Yeah.
I recognized every one of those. Wow.
Yeah. And sometimes it is give or take a year,
Yeah.
unfortunately. So, you know, if it says 20, it could have been like 19 or 21, you know.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's
Wow.
awesome. Just so you know, you don't have to do that. If that's something that interests you,
Yeah.
then by all means do it. But then if you feel like um you don't want to like relive or hash that, then don't feel like you have to.
Yeah.
But that's exciting that a lot of this is that you recognize the emotion itself. So
Yeah, and like I said, the grief, one of them was around, or shock, was around when my father passed away, like my freshman year of college. But a lot of this other, it was just grieving the loss of like, what you have in mind for your marriage to be and your family and that kind of thing.
that's so interesting.
Definitely. Yeah.
That's actually what I thought of. Not that it was the exact marriage part, but
Yeah.
sometimes when you grieve a part of the like the potential that you put on somebody,
Yes. Like the
um
idea of what it could be, and you have to let that go.
it's such a
It's really
disappointment.
hard. It's
And
really
it's
hard.
it's literally like
It
grieving
really is.
something that you were looking forward to.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I
Yeah.
totally get that.
Yeah.
A little, probably a little bit more than I
Yeah.
like to lead on, but yeah,
Thank
no, I
you
get
so
that.
much. I'm
You're
definitely gonna,
welcome.
yeah, I
So,
appreciate this.
quick question, on a scale of 1 to 10, I know you mentioned it was a 9 before. Do you feel
Yeah.
like the number has changed at all?
Yeah, I do feel like I said, like my headspace feels much lighter. So I would even say like a 4 or 5, probably. Yeah. Yeah.
Yay!
I felt like it was weird. I felt tingly in my head, like floaty, like light feeling. It's very, and I'm a very like analytical person, so it's kind of odd for me to be like, okay. But yeah,
Yes. Awesome.
yeah,
That's
thank
great.
you.
You're welcome. Am I okay to put this on my YouTube channel?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
All right.
Awesome. It was a pleasure, and I will talk to you later.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. Yay! You guys, that was beautiful. It's getting hot in here. I need to read the book. Yes, yes. If you have not read, you can actually get this linked in my bio. It's by Dr. Bradley Nelson, forwarded by Tony Robbins. If you would like to learn how to do it yourself, definitely recommend the Emotion Code book. It'll teach you how to muscle test. It'll teach you how to release your own trapped emotions, all the things. So go do that. Or if you don't want to do it by yourself, then I am more than happy to, you're welcome to schedule with me and I can do it with you. So yay! You guys, this has been such a freaking good live. This has been such a good live. So downloaded the 10 daily prompts. Yay! Yay! There's also a 90-day one if you want to get that one as well. Yay! Welcome. All right, let's do one more person and I need to go to bed. One more person. Today is the 26th. Let's see. Take her out. All right, let's do this. Welcome. I love, love, love that. Where do you find the 10 daily prompts at? It is linked in my bio. Summer. Welcome. I need to put my 90-day one up. Hi, welcome. You are more than welcome to get on live with me if you'd like to. If not, don't feel like you have to. But we would love to have you on. Let's see. And I promise we don't bite hard, okay? All right. And then what are we doing for you today? Let's see. There it is. Hello. Oh, connecting. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Awesome. Welcome. So, what are we doing for you today?
What can I choose from? I don't really have an idea of what I want to work on.
You do or don't have an idea?
I don't.
Okay, so I like to do something that's kind of measurable right now. So obviously, I don't really like to work on like things like abundance, but we can work on things like, sorry, we can work on abundance, but not today. We can do it like
Okay.
later sessions if you want to schedule those. But just here on live, I like to work on anything that's measurable. So that's like anything physical. So like headaches, back pain, lower back pain, pinky pain, gut issues. Um, and then mental. So we can do anxiety, depression, like a trigger. We can also do something that's like emotional. So if you feel like really sad or angry, um, hatred, betrayal, feeling insecure, lack of motivation, like that type of stuff.
Okay,
So,
yeah.
okay.
Lack of motivation.
Lack of motivation. Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate that?
I have ADHD, so it's 9.
A 9. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Um, were you like officially diagnosed as
Yes.
ADHD?
Yes.
How long do you feel like you've had those symptoms?
Um, since I was a kid, but they've gotten worse since I was in my 30s and older.
30s. Okay. No, that makes sense. Um, I'm gonna be straight up with you. I feel like this might take more than one session, but I'm excited to see what just one session does. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Yeah.
Um, I don't usually say that to people, but for some reason I feel like there's a lot there. But I hope it doesn't take much to release some of this. So that probably sounded really rude, and I'm so
No,
sorry.
no, you're not wrong. There's a lot there. You're not
Like,
wrong.
did you go through a lot of like childhood stuff?
Um, Emotionally, yes.
Emotionally. That's usually what does it. So interesting. Okay, quick moment of silence. We'll get to it. Do you remember a lot of your childhood?
Yes.
You do? Okay.
Mhm.
Interesting. We'll see what happens with this. All right, what's the biggest, can I ask this proxy for you? So what's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this lack of motivation? Maybe even 5. Terror. When did this occur? Page 10, 20, age 20. Do we need to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release now that has to do with this lack of motivation? Maybe even 1. Insecurity. When did this occur? 10, 20, age 20. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this lack of motivation? Wait, even 2, 4, 6. Longing. When did this occur? 10, 20, age 20. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this lack of motivation? Maybe even 2, 4, 6. Shock. When did this occur? 10, 20, age 20. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this lack of motivation? Right, even 1. Betrayal. When did this 10, 20, age 20? We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this lack of motivation? Maybe even 3. Rejection. When did this occur? 10, 20, 29, 18, 15, 16, age 16. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this lack of motivation? Maybe even 1. Heartache. When did this occur? 10, 20, 30, 28, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, age 23. We need to know more. Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this lack of motivation? Right, even 3. crying. When did this 10, 20, age 20? Who needs to know more? Okay, let's go ahead and release that. Did we correct that? What's the biggest emotion we can release now that's causing this lack of motivation? All right. That was a lot. And what happened at 20? Do you remember?
I became addicted to pain medication at 20.
That makes sense. Do you still have issues with it or
No, I'm 14 years clean.
Yay, good for you. That's awesome.
But a lot of things happened at that age.
Wow. That makes so much sense.
So you kept saying 20 a lot, and I'm like, wow, yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm excited to see what this does for you. So, you know the drill. Stand up, walk around, take 10 steps, move your shoulders around, move your neck around, give me a little shimmy, a little bit of twerking. Get it, get it, get it. And then take a really big deep breath. Kind of sit with it for a second. Big deep breath. How do you feel?
I feel good. I was very lightheaded when you were doing it. Like, it was like, oh my goodness, I had to lay down for a minute.
Oh my gosh, that does happen,
Yeah.
unfortunately. But it just means that we're releasing a lot of stuff for you, which is good. Yay. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate that lack of motivation?
I would say around a 6, 5 or
A 6.
6.
Awesome. We'll do 5.5 for happy middle. Awesome. That's literally all we did. We just released trapped emotions and you feel better physically, mentally, emotionally, and even spiritually. So,
It's so cool.
woo, woo, woo. Awesome. Any questions?
No, but I'm gonna schedule because I think you're right.
Yes. Yeah, I was gonna say there's quite a bit there. And one thing I actually feel like would really help you is how do I explain this? Um, so if you have anything in your household that you haven't used in like the last year or the last 6 months, I'm going to encourage you to get rid of it because it's almost like it's taking up so much mental space to have in your living space that it's taking up too much energy for you, and so that's why you
Wow,
probably
that's
feel like
crazy.
you're everywhere. Not that I'm saying like you're a hoarder or anything. Please don't
No,
please don't
it
think I'm
makes
saying
so
that, but
much
like
sense what you're saying. You have no idea.
but it's like, because I do it myself, and every single time I like, even just for example, like sometimes my desk, I'm not going to show you because it's pretty bad today, but um, every single time that I clean up like the space that I'm in the most, like my bedroom, my desk, the kitchen, like when I get rid of things that are that I haven't used for a while, or I'm not using, or it just needs to be organized. My energy shifts and changes. So if you ever feel like you're just stuck, then um, get rid of things in your space. Does that make sense?
No, that does make a lot of sense.
Awesome. Awesome. Yay. Okay.
Thank you
Are you
so
okay if I
much.
use this? Oh, you're welcome. Is it okay if I put this on my YouTube channel?
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank
Awesome. It was
you.
a pleasure, and I will talk to you later.
All right, bye.
Bye. Yay! This is amazing. I don't understand how this works, especially over the internet. So, it's all by intention. It's all intention. So I'm just muscle testing for and in behalf of her, and then we just release a whole bunch of stuff. It's I've explained it like 50 times, but if you would like more information, go click on the link in my bio and watch the video. And it'll explain everything. It'll give you demonstrations and testimonials and kind of a breakdown of how it actually works. So thank you so much for being on here, you guys. I love every single one of you. If you'd like to schedule, just go click on the link in my bio and schedule the introductory session. It's the button right under the video. And yeah, I'm excited for you. So wow, I have such a hard time getting rid of things. It's been an issue of mine and tapped into that. Yep. I could feel it. So sometimes I feel like there's some people, like things take up space in your energy field. And sometimes when you have too much stuff, it becomes really overwhelming and it prevents you from like moving forward. And so I actually had someone who had the exact same thing, lack of motivation, but they even said themselves, like, I've had so much stuff in my space that it creates that type of energy, which is not just a lack of motivation, but an overwhelm of things, physical things that are taking up too much space in your space. So thank you so much for being here. I love you all. And yeah, no, I totally get that. I love you. Have a good night. Bye.